Hello and welcome back to the second game in a best of 3 between Complexity's Heart and EmpireviOLet. This is on Daybreak. We have EmpireviOLet spawning in the top right position as a Zerg player, and the Terran Complexity's Heart is in the bottom left. Good game, yo, EmpireviOLet. It's his signature greeting. Very bro of him. Get that man a beer. Actually, it's a good question. Is he old enough to drink? Well, what are the drinking rules in Korea? Somebody fill me in on that. Because both these players are Korean. So very likely they are of age. I'm not certain on that fact. Never been to Korea. Maybe one day. Sure love to go sometime. And, well, what we're going to see. Daybreak, one of the larger maps. This is game 2. Heart, well, I guess I won't spoil it for you guys. But we do have gas. Oh, no, just a little extractor trick from Violet to get an extra drone out. Gonna see the wall off from Heart. And where the match goes from here, anybody could say. Who knows? 1 base, 2 base, 3 base, 4. Marines, Marauders, give me some more. I really don't know what's gonna happen. It's so tough to say. I know there will be more supply depots and SCVs and drones and overlords. I'm fairly certain on that. We do have a, what's the correct term for this? A Macarax? It's not exactly proxy. It's built outside of the base. Can fool your opponent. You know, if the drone comes in here, comes up, scouts in, and then goes around the main and sees no gas, obviously the Zerg might think you're proxying somewhere, you know, over here, or maybe down here, or by the third. Could scare him a little bit, get a reaction, cause some minerals. Heart is doing that. It's not, you know, not as really a proxy racks because you're still far away from your opponent. Doesn't give you a significant advantage. Whereas, you know, if you proxy a racks right next to your opponent's base, the time it takes a Marine to walk from the racks to the base is significantly reduced. And it speeds up the rush time and allows you to get in before his defenses are up. Well, with the Macarax, you know, you see he is rallying the Marines over, but it's Daybreak is still a bit of a large map, and if you follow the cursor on the minimap, they have to go down here, past the watchtower, up, and then around. You see this blue dot, that's the SCV, walking all the way over there. And it's, well, we'll see how he follows it up. It is going to be a 1 racks expand with the gas coming, 2 gas, okay. Going to see some tech, possibly Banshees from this, or he just might go into, you know, Marine tanks. We do have the gas and the pool. We'll see how much gas comes out of the geyser for Violet. 6 slings in production. And let's see the racks. Now it seems floating back. If you check, see, Violet never really scouted. What he did scout was he scouted the racks with his Overlord. And so he's not fooled by it at all. He's not going to overproduce lings. He's not going to build crawlers or pool drones because he knows what's going on. We do have 2 Marines out actually hunting for overlords. And if you do proxy the racks like that, it does help. That is one thing it does help with a Macarax like that. You know, your Marines have an easier time hunting overlords across the map. And that's really probably what Heart was trying to do, more than fooling a player like Violet, who, you know, knows how to scout. We do see a factory coming down. Now the question is, let's see, we have only one guy in this geyser. He's pulling all guys off of gas in the second geyser. He's going with 1 geyser, reactor, Hellions, it looks like, with the bunker going down, and speed on the way. Heart still has 1 man in gas, 1 little drone. Not a man, what am I saying? Crawler at the front to protect against the Hellions. We can check. No significant scout at all of the base. Still, Hellions are, you know, a standard opening in TVZ. Now the question is, without this extra gas, we're not going to see a Banshee play. You could, but it's just not as likely. He is saving up some, probably going to get a touchdown, would be my guess. Yeah. And then he's either going to go for Stim or he's going to do a Marauder Hellion push. Supply depots. This many supply depots tells me he's going to go for Marauders. Building 2 at once like that. I mean, Hellions cost a lot of supply, but so do Marauders. Marauders, you know, 2 supply each. Oh, a 3rd CC. Actually, this isn't a 2 base push. Okay, I mean, it could be a 2-base push, but it's not an all-in with that third CC. Might not be Marauders after all, it could just be a stim. Could be wrong. Roach Warren going down for Violet. Playing fairly defensively. If we check the income tab, he is ahead by 11 drones. That does help out quite a bit. We see Hellions out on the map. Let's follow these guys around a little bit. Check the production tab. Let them do the hard work. 5 roaches in production. And the third CC about halfway done. 4 heart. Now, okay, siege mode and siege tank coming out. This will be good. Protect any roach. All ends from Violet. Tanks, obviously very good against roaches. A second Rax, we're going to see Marine tank. You see 2 Marines with the reactor here. Second Rax, very likely go for an upgrade. So he'll want to get a tech lab, go for stim. 10 drones, droning up heavily, Violet is. Going to take a third maybe soon. Blair is on the way. Grabbing both geysers at the natural. And double Evo chamber for upgrades. We also installed the double eBay for heart. Gonna see some upgrades here. Third geyser coming down. And, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Playing out a little bit into more of a standard game. Marine tank. Probably stim. Once 100 gas is in. Yes, there goes stim. And Queen spreading creep, doing her job. Look at that boss. 2 at once. Oh, she's the queen bee. And the third going down, finally. Okay, now, Blair about to finish. Let's see how Violet follows this up, if he wants to go for Infestors or for Mutas. One melee attacks and Carapace on the way. Gonna be seeing some Ling play, obviously. 9 more drones, heavy droning. We check the income count. Still, Heart is keeping up. With his third CC, it's really helping him keep up with the massive droning we're seeing from Violet. He also has 3 mules as well. And his supply is only 11 down, which is good for a Terran player at this point in the game. Do see in the Infestation Pit, so we're going to see Ling Infester, some roaches possibly, but more likely eventually a transition into Hive Tech for Ultras or Brood Lords. Not familiar with Violet's playstyle. Long distance mining. Look at these greedy little guys. They went all the way down here and came all the way back. What a story they had, I bet. And Starport and Armory on the way. Now, see this Overlord, he's spotting it all, right? Sees the third CC, sees the push. Marine tank, the composition at least, it's not much of a push. Gonna try and put some pressure on with the Lings. Let's follow these guys. Where are they gonna go? Poke around the back, check the third. The normal third for a Terran usually is this base. Now, if you could also go here, this is a forward position where you can push towards your opponent from. Ling 1 denied by the E-base. +2 attack on the way. Another tank. We do see at this point, 5 racks, 1 starport, and gonna see reactors building. 3 reactors, 2 tech labs. Starport has a reactor. A 4th going down for Heart. 14 Lings, 6 roaches in production, so it's Ling Roach Infester, pathogen glands, getting close to finishing. Upgrades, he did go up to +1, now he's getting +2 Carapace. See if he keeps up with that, not going for Hive yet, just standard mid-game. +2 armor on the way now, and +1 vehicle weapons for Heart. This is heavily, defending his third here. 3 base in the Terran's favor at this point. Supply is only 20 in Violet's favor. Upgrades are in Heart's favor. At this point, slightly ahead on weapons too. It's pretty much even, but very slight advantage. Now the question is where these players go from here. If we're going to see kind of a 3-base push from Heart, a timing 3 bases, or are we going to see some more, to him take a 4th? A second factory is on the way. Here we go. And the 4th CC. So this is going to be a longer game. Little siege line here. Yeah. It is a little vulnerable to an attack from this angle. I mean, obviously, this tank can hit this far out. But, so you'll have to wait and see. A lot of lings on the play. Here comes a push. We do have a Spire on the way. +2 melee attack as well, and the Hive is nearing completion. So from here we're either going to see some Ultras or Broodlords. It looks like Broodlords with the Spire coming out. Also, Combat Shield on the way, as well as Concussive Shells. In preparation for Ultralisks. He's making some Marauders, my guess. Actually, let's see if Heart has seen the high. He has not seen the high. But when the Zerg is usually this, you're a Terran player and the Zerg has not attacked you, as we have not seen Violet really attack. There was one attempt at a Ling run by. If a Zerg's ever that passive in a game, you can bet that he's teching. You don't know necessarily what he's teching to, but he's teching to something. And more than likely, it's, if he's a good player, it's to counter what you're playing. You know, it could be Broodlords, it could be Ultras. It also, you know, it depends on what the player himself prefers playing with. In this case, we do have Greater Spire, and 10 Corruptors coming out. We are using some Broodlords. Meanwhile, that's a little Marine, Marauder, Siege Tank, Medevac combination from Heart. Bit of engagement going on here. Gonna see Heart is taking his 4th base behind this. Before it's 4, we do have a Ling run by though, going into the 4th base. Watch and see how much damage that does. Let's click on this to see. Force a lift. And Corruptor's gonna force. Heart's gonna find out what's going on in a second. He's gonna see these Corruptors and he'll know what. He's not facing Ultras. There you go. Corruptors have been exposed. He's gonna make some Vikings. 2 star ports on the way right away. As soon as he saw this Corruptor, 8 blue bullets. Vikings are gonna be a little bit late. Really looking no Vikings. Yes, a lot of really vulnerable to a blue bullet attack right now. 44 leads against without one Viking. Heart's gonna. He's running out of time. Broodlord's about to pop. Where are the Broodlords? There they are. They're gonna. This is gonna make it. Could be the deciding. One of the deciding battles. Probably one in the game. There's always Siege Tanks. Medevacs are running to the Green. I don't know. There are no Disruptors actually, so that's good. We'll see. Medevac did take out the 4th. Good play by Heart. He did get a base out of that, so it's 3 base against 3 because this CC has been forced to lift. Still very much in the game. Bruce fall down. But, you know, staying up. He's got the Viking upgrades are, well, it's getting cleaned up here. Running a little bit of trouble. Upgrades are much. Now they're even. 7 more Corruptors coming in, +1 attack. +3 weapons. Tearing blood. It's really just too many Broodlords. There are not enough Vikings. 4 or 5 Vikings. Take out the Corruptors. They're pretty good Broodlords. Especially for help if you have a GG. There's really just not enough ground army here to hold the game. The Roaches and Lings just overwhelmed with the help of the Broodlords and the Infestors. Alright, well, that was game 2 in the best of 3. Guess we'll have to go on to game 3 to see who our winner is of the series. Thanks for tuning in. This is Captain America signing off. See you in a few.